What's up, family? I am Lope, God of Vibration, Lord of Light, Master of Energy, King of Dimensions. Guess who's Bizak? Hey, I got the facts with me this time, man. I got the facts with me because y'all playing. Y'all playing. It's the fourth quarter. Y'all trying to do behind the back passes and shoot from half court, and we need to be going strong to the rim. You know what I'm saying? We need to be trying to get the foul and one. Two-hand dribble, going up strong. And y'all playing games. So, I got the numbers, man. I got the numbers. I made a video titled PSA Black Men Who Date Non-Black Women, something like that. And a lot of y'all had something to say. Just like I mentioned in previous video, phone calls, word of mouth, I'm hearing that people have an issue with what I said. And I'm confused because I'm like, what am I missing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about my stands is so hard to follow? What are they not getting? Obviously, you guys don't know this information that I'm looking at in front of me right here. Obviously, y'all haven't been exposed to this information. So I'm going to present it to you and show you why I have the stance that I have. Just follow me, okay? None of this is by coincidence or chance, okay? Abortion. Let's look at abortions in our community. There are an average of 131,355 aborted black babies per year. Over 131,000. That's a lot of babies, right? In 2018, this is from the CDC, white women had the lowest abortion rate at 6.3 abortions per 1,000 women and a ratio of 110 abortions per 1,000 live births. And black women had the highest abortion rate with 21.1 abortions per 1,000 women and 335 abortions per 1,000 live births. So if we just look at live births, that's 110 abortions per live birth for white women versus the 335 abortions per 1,000 live births for black women. So our children are being aborted at a much faster rate than white women, and Hispanic women is even higher because Hispanic, they have the lowest abortion rate. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. In 2011, there were 360,000 black babies aborted, and that was actually more than all of the other black deaths combined. There was only 287,000 black deaths occurred from all other causes excluding abortion that year, and we had 360,000 black babies aborted in 2011. So this is a deal, right? There are circumstances, there are other factors that go into why that is. I'm not ignorant. I understand that there's a lot that goes into why that number is higher for black women. And it has a lot to do with our family structure, okay? It has a lot to do with the family structure, the black family structure. And because of the lack thereof, we have a way higher abortion rate than all other peoples in this land. Let's keep going. All right. Blacks in prison. At the end of 2017, federal and state prisons in the United States held about 475,900 inmates who were black. So that's almost 500. That's almost 500,000. It's almost 500,000 inmates were black. Way higher than any other race when we're talking about percentage wise, right? So of course there's a lot more white people, but percentage wise, we have a lot higher percentage of us that are incarcerated. Y'all know that, right? So why y'all playing like y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Right? Let's see. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, sentenced prisoners under the jurisdiction of state and federal correctional authorities, in 2019, there were 452,000 prisoners in state and federal correctional facilities in 2019. So that number is at least trending in the right direction. All right, but we have 450,000 black people in prison. So we have this industrial prison complex. We have the mass incarceration that we're dealing with, and it's primarily black men. Okay, so that's taking a lot of black men out of the picture. Y'all know that, right? Why y'all playing like y'all? Why y'all playing with me? Why y'all playing with me, man? Now let's look at the percentage of black women who are married. This is a good one. More than 70% of black women are unmarried, according, this is 2010 census. More than 70% of black women are unmarried. In 2016, let's get more current. Only 29% of African Americans were married compared to 48% of all Americans. So everybody else is at 48%, black people 29%. So you see, we trending in the wrong direction. So that number, that's 2016. That number may be even lower now, right? While black men marry white women at twice the rate that black women marry white men, in 2017, only 15% of black men were married to non-black women, which is up from 11% in 2010. So we have more black men who are marrying non-black women. All right. So we already got an issue with black women not being married. And now we have a trend of black men not marrying black women. Black women were the least likely to marry non-black men at 7% in 2017, and only 4% were married to white men. The sisters holding us down. I appreciate y'all, sisters. I know I be hard on y'all sometime, man, but I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? We need to be bowing at y'all feet. Y'all doing the wrong and she's still holding you down. All right, let's keep going. In 2017, of all black men who were married, 85% married a black wife. Now check this out. This statistic right here is crazy. There are 479,700 more married black men than there are married black women. So there's almost 500,000 more black men who are married than black women who are married. Now, we already said we got a lot of black men that are in the industrial prison complex. And even still, we have 500,000 more black men that are married than black women. That number was surprising to me. I'm like, we need to fact check this. So a lot of these figures are coming from different places, CDC, Department of Justice, everywhere. But this one is coming from blackdemographics.com. So fact check me. If you see something that I ain't got, or you see something different, come holler at me. But I'm running y'all off what I found. All right. This is from the U.S. Census Bureau. U.S. Census Bureau found that African Americans aged 35 and older used to be more likely to be married than white men from 1890 all the way up until around 1960s, into the 1960s. So black men over the age of 35 used to be more likely to be married than white Americans. What happened around the 1960s? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what happened? That feminist movement. The feminist movement. Black women used to be more likely to be married than white women until the 1970s. Did y'all know that? Black women were more likely to be married than white women until the 1970s. What happened? The feminist movement. You see why I be going so hard on this whole feminism shit? This is why. That shit is not coincidental. That is not by accident. That shit was purposefully done. I know this. Do you know this? All y'all who coming at me with the craziness. Are you aware of this? You know what I'm saying? So there's an attack on the black family. There is an attack on the black family. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I'm at where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. The share of recently married blacks with a spouse of a different race or ethnicity has more than tripled from 5% in 1980 to 18% in 2015. That's from Black Demographics too. Let's look at this. 57, this is current, 57% of white adults are married. 57%. Marriages are down across the board altogether, right? But with us, it's ugly. 57% of white adults are married. 63% of Asian adults are married. 48% of Hispanic adults are married. 33% of black adults are married. 33%. So my initial statement was that the most revolutionary thing you can do as a black man is to have you a black wife and raise a black family. This is why I'm saying that. If you hearing everything I'm saying and it doesn't register to you why I feel the way I feel, I ain't got nothing else to say to you. But if you care about black people, maybe some of y'all don't care about black people. I know that this whole world is trying to tell us that, black, white, it's all the same, which is not the same. And that's fine. That doesn't mean racist because it's different. We are genetically different. There's nothing wrong with different. We can be respectful. We can be kind. We can be loving. But we can still embrace our differences. I love who I am. I love what I am. I'm not going to pretend that I'm the same as this person here or this person here when I know I'm not. So if you love black people, then you should want to see these numbers do better because this is all detrimental to us as a people. So the most revolutionary thing you could do is to play your part and improve in this. What am I missing? What am I missing? You know what I'm saying? I knew that when I was back in college, when I was still very much so unaware. I always knew that I had a duty. I had a responsibility to marry a black woman and have a black family. I knew that I had a duty to do that. And I was unaware. So y'all overgrown men and y'all coming at me like I said something out of pocket or I'm being racist. No, I just love my people. Nothing wrong with that. You can't. And see, that's this whole mind trick they try to play on us now. It's like, oh, it's wrong for you to love your people. You shouldn't love your people. You should love all people. That's the little mind game tricks. Like you can't love your people and love all people. It starts at home. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. The black woman is me. So I love myself. I don't know what y'all on, dog. Let's keep going. We got more. There's a famous report done in 1965 that saw a clear link between family structure and growing social problems such as poverty and crime among the black population. Wait a minute, let's repeat that. A clear link between family structure and growing social problems such as poverty and crime. I just told y'all that the black woman is 33% of black adults are married. So the black woman ain't getting married. And it's way more, it's 500,000 more black men that's married than black women. And here we go saying that the children are going to be more likely to be in poverty and crime because of the family structure. In 2015, about 54% of black children live with a single mother, while the share of white children living with a single mother was about 22%. 54% black children, 22% white children. And you asking me why I said black men need to marry black women. Children in single parent families, this 2019, black children, and this number is crazy. Black children, 64% of black children are in single parent families. 24% of white children are in single parent families. And 42% of Hispanic children are in single parent families. This is from the Bureau, what is this? Population Reference Bureau. Analysis of data from the U.S. Census Bureau. So they got this from the U.S. Census Bureau. 64%. And we just said that family structure and growing social problems, poverty and crime, you're not getting it though. And I can go into the history. I got some more notes here about the history of Planned Parenthood and how Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood was built to target black women and aim to reduce the reproduction rate of black people. Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger. Go look into the history of Margaret Sanger and how she got all these ties to eugenics and racism. And Planned Parenthood was designed and structured specifically at reducing the birth rate of black people. Let's look at this statistic right here. 79% of Planned Parenthood's surgical abortion facilities are located within walking distance of minority communities, right? You're not seeing Planned Parenthood, in certain areas. You only see them over in these areas, right? Why is that? Come on, man. And then I got notes about the birth rate. So guess what? I'm hearing all these conscious people talking about how, white people have a negative birth rate and they're going extinct. They're only saying that because they heard white people say that, because white people are talking about it. Europeans, let's say Europeans are talking about it, right? And they're coming up with plans to try to shift that. They even, like in some countries in Europe, I heard that they paying couples to have more children because they got negative birth rates. So a lot of people are seeing that and they like, they didn't even take the time out to look at ours. Well, guess what, fool? We got a negative birth rate too in America. Now worldwide, there's some countries in Africa where they're averaging like 4 children per household, some 3. But in America, our tribe, we got a negative birth rate. Okay. So we used to be higher. And I was told that in order to have a positive reproduction rate, you need 2.1 children per household. So that's enough to replace both parents. And then the 0.1 is that, every, 10 or so families, you need like a third child. That's going to replace like all the tragic accidents and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we down. Black fertility declined from 2.15 births per woman to 1.89. And we already know white people got negative birth rate right now. And so that's coming from the CDC, right? And so birth rates are down. And so all of this, man, I mean, we could keep going through all of this. You see and hear all of this. Some of y'all just read the title and y'all be mad already. You know what I'm saying? And we know who the ones who mainly be mad. But some people who had something to say weren't even people who were in a interracial relationship. But some people, they just see the title and get mad. They don't even listen to what I'm saying. You listen to all this. You see all this. And do you have an issue with me saying that black men need to marry black women? And my initial statement was that if you are a black man and you don't have a black wife, we really don't want to hear what you have to say about black empowerment and black liberation. It's not that you can't talk about it. It's who would want to listen. You know what I'm saying? And it's because if you have a wife that is not black, how can you really care about this? This is black empowerment. Improving these numbers, that's black empowerment. That's that's black progression. So if you're not contributing to these numbers, how are you talking about black empowerment? That was my point. And so after hearing that, I really don't want to hear anything else about why I'm saying what I'm saying. And there really should be no confusion about why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I had to come with the numbers because I know that some of y'all are not aware of this stuff. And some of y'all, even after hearing this stuff, it still ain't gonna click for you. And that's fine. The train already left for y'all. And we got to leave y'all at the dark. But look at this stuff on your own, man. Don't take my word for it. Go do the research and check into it. And it's not a hate thing and this person good, this person bad thing. It's just that this is a serious issue within our community. And if you are serious about improving our community, empowering our community, then you have to be serious about this and take note of this and be mindful of this and want to improve this. That's all I'm saying, man. And so this is Lope, God of vibration, Lord of light, Master of energy, King of dimensions.